Let's jump right back in here with Chapter 3 of the 52nd one-year anniversary extravaganza. You should know this song marathon thing. Here we go. So we will get on to, let's see, what are we going to get on to? You know what? I think I'm going to throw in a little unexpected surprise.
How would I would never have expected that.
Can I burp?
Please do.
That was a good one.
Was that your unexpected surprise?
That was not. But we're sipping a delicious little
Chimay
beer.
Belgian ale.
Belgian ale.
Made by the Trappists.
Trappist monks.
They're trapped.
As part of our last...
Hurrah celebration?
Not as our last... We got to stop that. As part of our one-year anniversary episode.
Oh, okay.
Our 52nd episode.
Well, here, allow me to clink.
Here, clink. There
clink.
You go.
That was a clink.
So cheers to a year's. Cheers. Here's to a year's. And, to kind of go along with all that. And
we're going to cheers our beers for years.
Yes, absolutely.
Absolutely.
We don't want... We've all this time said that we don't play the songs. We don't put the music on.
Right.
It's too risky, so on and so forth. And so, as part of middle fingering the entire universe on our 52nd episode, I put together just a little quick
attempt to get...
You'll get it. It's a name that tune kind of thing.
Okay.
With very, very brief 1.5 second clips.
Okay.
That should be easy for you to get, first off.
Okay.
And should immediately, just immediately trigger what's needed to be triggered for you to get.
And I will say this, by the way, this was all unknown to me that he was doing this.
Yes, this is a complete surprise.
Okay, so I want to say that it's his house you want, not mine.
Right. This is all
and
me.
And that this does not in any way negate anything that we've said about the risk.
The risk
of copyright infringement.
I realize the risk. I am going on the ignorant information, quote unquote, out there that if it's under blah blah seconds. So I'm just hoping that
we fly under the radar.
There's nothing here because it's literally a second or a second and a half of any of these.
Okay.
But the fun will be to see if, in fact, so.
Go.
Here we go. Just one after the other. See if it does what it's supposed to do and trips the song in your head and you can name it. I don't have year, artist, writer, etc. It's just, here's a sound clip. See if you know the song.
Sure.
If it does the thing.
Okay, that is Jailhouse Rock, Elvis Presley.
Yes. You got the first one. You ready?
Yep. The Stroke by Billy Squier.
Billy Squier, correct. Next one.
Life in the Fast Lane, Eagles.
Did you hear how few notes that was? I love
1, 2, 3. Unity 4.
I just love the whole thing. Okay, and next.
Tush by ZZ Top.
Nice. And...
It's Been a Hard Day's Night. Oh.
I think you know that band in that song.
Yeah, that's Here Comes That Girl. Who is that girl? Something like that.
Here Comes Your Man.
Here Comes Your Man. There you go.
By the Pixies. You do know the song. It's not one of those super mainliners, but
right. Yeah, I'm familiar.
Okay.
Although
next.
I didn't know that. Let me just, before you go to the next one, that opening chord, that very first chord, is the same chord that's Hard Day's Night.
It's actually, if you listen to it, trashier. It is kind of, but it's intentionally a little discordant.
Okay.
You hear that?
Yeah.
Like there's a little in there.
You should have seen his face when he went.
It's got some stank on it.
Oh, I gave him half a beer, kids.
Okay.
It's still part of it's still there. Half a beer.
Part of it's still there.
Yeah.
It's 7%, dude. Okay. Few more. Here we go. I'll do it again.
Nope, I got it. Don't. Like being stoned. I don't know what it's called, but I know the song.
It's Cracker.
Yes.
Low.
Yeah.
Is the name of the song. Hey, 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 like being stoned. Okay. Next.
That's Bad Co. Moving on.
Nice. This is so great. I am digging the shit out of this.
Wouldn't it be great if we'd been able to do this all along?
Oh my gosh.
Wouldn't it be great if we got sued for the last episode?
Wouldn't it be great? I think you heard that.
I didn't actually hear it.
You didn't?
I was talking over it.
It would be so cool if you just caught that even in the chaos. Okay, here we go.
LaGrange.
Ha ha ha.
ZZ Top.
Okay, here we go. That one might be a little bit of a reach. I know you don't really like this artist.
I can hear it. It's going to take a minute though. But you da 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 da. You might da 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 da, but you don't da da da. Yeah, what is
Howard
that?
Jones.
Howard Jones.
Yeah.
I knew the song. I don't know the song.
And you want her, and she wants you. Okay, next.
That's 9 Inch Nails.
Yeah.
Hole? No. What's it called?
You know it.
I don't remember the name.
You let me violate you.
Yeah. What is it called?
Closer.
Closer. Thank you.
You get me closer to God. All right. And?
There, 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 there. Is that Weezer? Who is that?
It's Art.
Da, 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 da.
Art Alexakis, and the name of the song is Santa Monica. That was the big, their really big hit. Although they had, Everclear. Moving on. How many do I have left here? More than I thought. Wow, I did all that. Okay, maybe we'll just do 3 more. There's like 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 more. Maybe we won't do all 13. Okay, let's check this one out and see what happens.
Urgent.
Yeah.
Foreigner.
I was having so much fun thinking of this and doing it. Like, I got this list of clips, scrolling through the remaining list of hundreds that I have of unused clues, and I was like, this is great. You know that song.
Give me that one again. Is that Rush? What is it?
Dropped a bomb on me.
Oh. You dropped a bomb on me.
Love that song. Okay, next.
Benny and the Jets. I can name that song in one note.
I can name that song in one note.
And some rain effect.
Yes, yes. So cool.
What did he do? Still You Turn Me On? Or is that the other one?
It's
there's two.
It's their other one.
There are two that I always since the beginning.
From the beginning.
From the beginning and Still You Turn Me On.
This is
are
from the
very,
beginning.
very similar in style.
True, right.
Now, they don't sound alike, but they're very similar in style.
Very similar feel to
Yes.
the songs. Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Those are the 2 songs. I told you about being in the quichery.
Quichery?
The quichery
in
Quebec City.
You did, yes.
And
yes.
there was a
I
guy
was
strolling...
like amused at the word quichery.
Yes,
like,
yes.
What? That's a place?
There was a guy strolling playing guitar, and both of those songs were the songs I wanted to play. He had no idea what I was talking about.
That's a shame.
Yeah,
that is a crime and a sin. Okay, I swear just 2 more.
Okay. I don't believe you. I know the song.
Yes, you do.
It's The Cars.
Yes, it is.
I can't remember the song.
Bye Bye Love.
Bye Bye Love.
Bye Bye Love. One of my faves.
That's Rush.
That's Rush. Correct.
Closer to the Heart.
Hey, nice. That's so much fun. I mean, my God, that's so much fun. I'll stop. I got like 7 more, but I'll stop.
Give me 2 more.
Oh, shit, I just closed it.
Oh, well.
I'll do it.
Oh, shit, just open it.
Hold on. We'll get there. the Audacity isn't the fastest thing to
Open and close.
cooperate. Where was I? Okay, let's check this one. Did we already do this?
What is
You
that?
should know that song.
What is that?
It's Judas Priest. I'll give you that.
Yeah. No.
When you least expect it, when you turn your back, I'll attack. The Ripper. One of my all-time favorite Judas Priest.
One of their best tunes.
I know it is one of their most known tunes also, but still, I just dig the song.
I would have needed to heard Halford's voice to get it.
Yeah. You know that
More
one.
Rush.
More Rush.
Fly by Night.
Correct.
At the beginning of the song?
I like the look on your
Is that the
face
beginning
on
of
that
the
one.
song?
That is the very
I don't know
beginning. You do.
Kraftwerk?
Huh.
What is it?
Riding on the metro. Yeah, oh my gosh. No way. Oh, you totally know that song.
Joe Jackson?
Mm-mm.
Then what is it?
Berlin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why I got Kraftwerk.
Yeah, well, sure.
Germany.
Right, Germany. That's
All the Germany
all the
stuff
same
goes
thing.
together.
They all sound the same.
Not really. We didn't mean that. That's Alice Cooper, 18.
Yeah. And finally, even though I was only going to do a couple more, this is it.
Thin Lizzy.
I knew you would
Boom,
get that one right off the bat.
boom.
I just love it. I just wanted to do that every show. So there you go. That was me risking
Our future. Our financial future.
financial well-being. I have no.
That's the end of the
Another
first
one
beer.
bites the dust, folks. Another one bites the dust.
And here's the only opening of the beer.
There-
That was a twist off. by
Not
the way,
as
a bottle.
dramatic as the
As the
can
crunching? Yeah.
getting its
I went from
start
can to bottle there.
in. Okay,
All right, so
so we're back to clues and screwing around there. Or if you have a subject you would like to cover, or
no,
Some
I'm going to give you
blathering?
a clue. I'm going to give you a beans here.
you're gonna bean me.
Don't tempt me, kid. Don't tempt me. There
Wow,
you
I have a
go.
lot. Okay, my bean enchilada mistaken lyric is Betty Long, get on the train, get on the train. Betty Long, Betty Long, get on the train, Betty Long. Get along, get along. Get along, get along. It's got to be get along, get along.
Get on the train.
Is get on the train
Get on the train. This should be top of mind.
No, it's not happening.
Really?
Yeah.
Betty Long.
Get
Betty
along,
get
get
on the train.
Charlemagne.
Yeah. Get
Get on
Charlemagne.
the train. Get Charlemagne. Yeah, that was a good one.
That's Steely Dan, or Stelly Dan, as I have it here.
Stelly.
1976, Royal Scam. What many people consider to be their finest album, actually. And the other thing is, Larry Carlton plays guitar. We talked about this recently.
Yes. Yes.
It's brilliant. Brilliant.
oh my gosh.
Strictly brilliant. And I could name right now 5, 6, 7 songs with the best guitar solo in a Steely Dan song. And all of them would be the best guitar solo in a Steely Dan song. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I've got several of them. Yeah, I've got several of them to come up, and they'll be in the playlist anyway. So
Yeah.
I'm not going to go ahead and share that. But I mean, like, literally, there are four
I have to say that
top of my head right now.
what I definitely agree with, like as far as melodically and arranged, I guess is the only word I'll use.
And they are
Just the
arranged.
structure of the solos, they are definitely some of the most memorable. Like I can whistle a dozen of them off the top of my head all the way through.
Right.
You know what I mean? They're super.
And it's not like you don't know a bunch of Stones solos and a bunch of Deep Purple solos and a bunch of
Eddie
Rush
Van
solos and
Halen
a bunch of Van Halen
and a
solos.
you know.
Right. But each of these, and it's because I believe, and, you know, again, who the hell am I?
Right.
What do I know?
What a wino.
What a
What a
wino.
wino.
What a wino. Is because they didn't just allow the guitarist to play the solo. They made him play it 12 times
Yeah.
and then took all the parts and made the
made him-
perfect
made it
solo
right.
that might have been just an oomph off.
And
You know what I
wouldn't,
mean?
and it
And you-
wouldn't have been as catchy.
And you wouldn't have noticed, but you noticed because it's
Right.
perfect.
Right.
I mean, like literally, there are at least five tunes that have like the best solo in a Steely Dan song,
right.
and it's because it's the best solo in that Steely Dan
That
song.
Steely Dan song, it fits perfectly in the song.
Yeah,
And it's not, I mean, a lot of people talk about Steely Dan, and this is part of the reason that a lot of people just go, oh my God, I'm so
Dan.
sick of hearing a Steely Dan. But they're not the only band with amazing guitar solos that just are stuck in my head.
Yes.
Something about the structure, the arrangement of the solo itself is like that is just a right piece of melody there.
yeah.
But certainly they have a shitload of them in their songs. Okay, what do I got?
I don't know.
You might be asking.
I could be. I don't really care, but
Okay, I'm going to do a starting line.
alrighty, you do that.
And this,
Should I know this?
you should know this song. And you're going to know it immediately.
If you're down in the country and ain't up to being alone, okay, I don't know that. It doesn't come immediately to mind, I should say.
What?
If you're down in the country and ain't up to being alone.
Oh, if this one gets past you, I'm going to feel better about failing on so many that I've failed so far. Next line.
Don't spend all your money on just any honey that's grown. I definitely don't remember this.
Wow. Come try the Mexican blackbird and send all your troubles back home. ZZ Top, Mexican Blackbird.
Yeah. Man, I haven't thought of that song. You didn't see the look on my face. I didn't see it, but I know what it looked like.
He just had this like lost and found all of a sudden.
Yeah,
expression,
yeah.
like,
God, I haven't heard that in
there it is.
forever. Like literally.
Yeah.
That's going to be a blast to have that on the podcast.
Yeah.
I mean,
Fandango,
the playlist.
1975.
Yeah.
The boys wrote it.
Thank you for bringing that to my attention.
Yeah, that's a good one. If you're down in the country, and ain't no... They played it so tongue-in-cheeky and shit, but it's
Yes.
so cool. Okay, you.
Okay, I can't not do this. I'm doing a twist and shout. You should know some lyrics to Bodhisattva because we're talking about great guitar solos. And this one has two.
Won't you take me by the hand, and I'll be there to shine in your Japan.
To sparkle, in,
sparkle
your China.
in your
What a
China.
great turn of phrase right there.
I know.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, I love it.
All right, that's the Dan, as they're called.
It is.
By the way, on all of these,
I don't think
have,
it should ever be
on
referred
all of
to as
these,
the
I have a
Dan.
different title for Steely Dan. For in each clue, like that, there's
Including misspelling Steely?
that. Yes,
Stelly?
all of those were.
Stelly?
Yes, absolutely. Off of the, I believe that's Countdown to Ecstasy, isn't it? I didn't record it. I didn't record the album it's off of.
Hold on,
But yes, I think it's Countdown to Ecstasy. Becker and Fagan. So from SoMuchGreatMusic.com, another lovely music website.
Yeah.
So Denny Diaz and Skunk Baxter are the two guitar soloists in this song.
Okay.
And for a long time, it was never very clear on the actual album cover who was playing guitar on a given song or who was playing the lead on a given song. It's not something they did. And Countdown to Ecstasy was one of their first three albums before they became, it's just me and it's just Becker and Fagan, and
Right,
we're going
right.
to rotate everybody out. This was actually, Denny Diaz was actually a member of the band. Skunk Baxter was a member of the
Mm-hmm.
band. This is before they became studio musician
Becker and
encrusted.
Fagan. Right.
But at any rate,
Encrusted.
encrusted. So, according to SoMuchGreatMusic.com, it's Denny Diaz, who's featured first, winding through a full minute of remarkable runs beginning at 1:35 into the song,
Okay.
and then Baxter arriving at 4:09 to fully set the song ablaze and finally deliver its charred husk, some 44 seconds later to the climatic conquistador-like ending. I love that. That's rock and roll right there,
Conquistador-like
baby.
Ending.
Yeah.
Wow.
But that song, Bodhisattva, it's such a frenetic pace.
Yeah.
From the very beginning, it's boom, dun, 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 dun,
Sure.
all the way through, and the whole band fucking rocks it. But the guitar solos are brilliant.
Yeah. And brilliant because they're intricate and sort of carefully played in a very fast-paced rhythm. It's a little artistry.
And the piano work in that
I
by,
think the
by
thing-
Fagan is brilliant too. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
well, no, not just the keyboards, but the piano as well, because he plays both, or
Yeah.
at least both are in the song. He may not play both.
Yeah, you can pick it apart, but I want to be sure to say that I think the thing that probably pushes it over the edge for people who are little rubbed raw with Steely Dan, and who think of Steely Dan as yacht rock, is when the phrase "the Dan" is used.
Yes.
That's when you want to punch somebody in the mouth.
The first time I saw references comparing Steely Dan to The Big Lebowski, where it's the same. This guy is over here, and this is the reverence that he gets.
Right.
And his quotes are quotes, and his phraseology is his phraseology. Like, essentially, that Steely Dan is the Big Lebowski of their genre of music, right?
Right.
And I get that, and that's why I chose the Dan specifically. You know what I'm saying? I've got, like, the first live album that I remember ever hearing, there's some gentleman that introduces the band, and he's an older black man, and in this introduction, he sounds drunk. So it's something along the lines of, I'm going to bring to the stage the one and only one, Mr. Steely Dan. And that's actually one of my...
Mr.
Steely Dan. And that's what he says. And it's just...
Mr. Pink Floyd.
Yeah, exactly. Right? Which one's Pink?
I'm not familiar with this band at all. I'm just the guy announcing them.
Yes. But the thing is, I hear all of this anti-Steely Dan. I mean, you see it all the time, and it comes down to there are those of us that think that they are one of the most important bands of the period.
Right.
And there's the people who think that they are yacht rock.
Pretentious. Right.
And I could get if all you ever experienced was Asia, then I could see that.
Right.
Because Asia is yacht rocky.
It's clean.
It's a brilliant album, but it's
not dirty. It doesn't have any dirt.
Exactly.
To it.
It does. Yeah, but like. If you heard the 5 albums before that, it's rock and roll, man, and it's good rock and roll.
Yeah.
So to all those people that are like, oh, Steely Dan, kiss it.
Right. Get your mind right, dude.
Join us here in the 21st century.
And hoist the mizzen mast while you're at it. Did you get it? It was a yacht rock reference.
It should have been more like, and hoist the mizzen mast.
And hoist the mizzen mast.
Yeah. That's what I was trying to tell you.
Okay, I got a twist and shout for you.
I may know those lyrics then.
You should know some lyrics to Ooh La La by Faces.
Nope.
Really? Ooh La 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 La.
Oh, I remember. I know those lyrics.
You know the song?
No.
Poor old granddad laughed at all his words.
Nope.
Wow, really?
Yeah, really.
Dude. So I won't sing any more of it because no one wants that. The song is Ooh La La by Faces, 1973, written by Ron Lane and Ronnie Wood, off of the album Ooh La La, and really one of my favorite Faces songs. The lyrics are so great, and the song is great, and the mandolin is great, and on and on and on. So it'll be on the soundtrack for everybody to listen to, and you can lick your wounds.
And by the way, something just occurred to me. We had talked about this briefly before, you and I, off air. This episode is long,
Yes.
as in, like we're in our third hour, and we're probably not anywhere near done.
It's very long.
Very long, very long. I went to school with very long. She was a nice girl. But so we're probably going to break this up into
Chunks, chapters.
Into chapters. We'll release it. We'll try very hard to release them all at one time, but I'm not asking anybody to sit through a 3.5 hour podcast.
Right. Is it masturbating? Sure, it's masturbating, but
So we're gonna break it up into chapters. And by the way, that he's masturbating. I have nothing to do with that.
I should say, is it masturbatorial?
Yeah,
yes, it is masturbatorial.
But we're going to break it up into chapters.
But we're not going to stop.
No, we're not going to stop, because we're going to have to stop. And when we have to stop, we're done.
We're done.
So I don't want it to
who
end
wants that?
here.
Right.
So.
Who wants that? Hang in there with us. If it's not entertaining, wait 2 minutes and it will be.
What is it?
And then wait 2 more minutes.
If you don't like the weather, you live in Chicago, you don't like the weather, wait a minute.
Around. It'll change.
All right.
I think it's you.
It is me, and I don't know. What do I want to do? I got some starting lines. Here's a good one. I want this in the playlist. You should know the starting lines to this song. Or you should know what song these are the starting lines to. That sounds better.
I think I understand what you're saying.
I don't.
I think I'm still in the same podcast as you. So my challenge is imagine me and you. I do. I think about you day and night. It's only right. The only one to think about the girl you love and hold her tight. So happy together ba 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 ba.
It was a huge
the
hit for the
Turtles.
For the Turtles. That's Happy Together off the album Happy Together.
Happy Together.
Written by Alan Gordon and Gary Bonner, 1967. Number 1 with a bullet in the U.S., number 12 in the U.K., and number 2 in Canada in 1967.
In the UK. I would have thought that would have been a number 1 in the UK.
Mark Volman and Howard Kalin, which were 2 of the founding members of
the
Turtles, were known by another set of names.
Oh, those were
Flo and Eddie.
Flo and Eddie, there you go.
When they did some stuff with Zappa as Flo and Eddie, some really, really off-color, disgusting, don't play it around your family kind of stuff. I mean, like really off-color.
Yeah.
But the reason that they used those names were because the names they used, their names were associated with the Turtles, and the Turtles were in a legal fight with the studio.
Oh, really?
So their Flo and Eddie is Fluorescent Leech, was what Flo stood for. Fluorescent with a PH, Fluorescent Leech. And Eddie, and I don't have what the Eddie was for, but it was Flo and Eddie were what they were known by.
Huh.
They were made-up names, silliness names.
Editorial trash. That's the other one. Editorial
Yes,
trash.
it could
I
very
just
well
made
have
it up
been.
for him.
Yes. But Flo and Eddie, otherwise known as Volkman or Volman and Howard Kalin, they were the Turtles, essentially.
Right.
And there was an attempted reunion where I think they got so far as to actually have the shows booked and then like there was a fight between members. I'm not sure whom. And then it never happened.
It never happened.
Like somebody else, some other band from the era had to step in.
I wonder if it was one of the reunions or maybe the most recent, because I swear the Turtles toured a couple times like in the mid-2000s.
Sure. And it may have been one of the... And I don't know if all the members are alive. I don't know if it's the original members. I have no... Because you know how that goes with the old stuff. Like, there are so many bands touring that, like, there's nobody from the original band,
right,
but they own the rights to the name or they've leased the rights to the name.
One person is left and leased them.
Yeah, Bob's still here.
Right. Bob's still hanging around, bobbing around.
Bob.
Okay, that was... Whoa.
Sorry, squirrel.
How about I give you a prime?
You do whatever you want.
I'm going to prime it because I'm a primate. And that's what I like to do.
You do that.
And I'm going to get a kick out of it if you get this song, and I'm going to get a kick out of it anyway. So you should know this song. You should remember this song.
I know this song. The lyric challenge is, I ride my bike, I roller skate, don't drive no car. And the lyric he didn't give me was, don't go too fast, but I go pretty far.
Yeah, that's right.
That's Melanie.
Yes.
And I got a brand new pair of roller skates.
Brand new key is actually.
It's brand new key?
Yeah, it's actually.
Yeah, that's the name of the song.
Right.
Yeah, that's.
Song.
Didn't we do a thing with her about her doing a bit with? Who's the girl? There was a child star. Her father's a country star. Her Dolly Parton's her godmother.
Oh.
Yes, her.
Yeah. Right there. Who's take care Sheila Tammy Miley Cyrus.
Whatever chance I had of getting it, you blew it away.
Miley Cyrus.
Miley Cyrus did a bit where she was at a concert, a festival type concert, with Melanie, and I don't think it was a very big event. I mean, like, it wasn't a huge event. It was a few hundred people, a few thousand people, her on stage, and she was just so reverent to Melanie.
Really?
And the way
I remember talking about this.
Yeah, she was there on stage with her, and it was like she was like sitting with her idol kind of thing, just the look on her face. I mean, she didn't say any of that, but she was just so reverential.
Yeah.
It was really cool to see. And like the thing is when you've got these diva pop stars, I always immediately have the wrong attitude about them. Seriously, I'm an old white guy, okay?
Yeah.
And so like, all she does is show her tits and blah blah blah.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it has nothing to do with who they are, what their music is. I don't even ever give it a listen, frankly.
Sure. Right.
Initially,
highly dismissive.
Dismissive.
Get off my lawn.
Lady Gaga is another example. Who's a brilliant singer, instrumentalist, musician,
excellent pianist, and
fabulous performer. But like all of the hoopla that goes around her, the same is true. We've talked of the girl that you're so enamored of, that's deceased. Amy Winehouse.
Oh yeah.
Okay, same thing. When there's all that shnushka
all
around
the
them,
media, all the hype, all
then
the
I go like,
celebrity.
fuck that shit. I don't want to hear it.
Right.
And every single time, I find out
You're
either,
put in your place.
maybe, but
Little bit, right.
what happens is I find out that like they're a phenomenal performer. They're exceptionally talented. They bring something to the game that nobody else does, which is why all the media is there in the first place.
Sure.
Right. But every time, it hasn't happened to Taylor Swift because I haven't experienced any Taylor Swift. You know what I mean? Like I don't really know.
I was going to say, well, it happens with Taylor Swift because you can't escape some news about her. At some
I
point.
hear the news, but what I'm saying is I haven't had the turnaround on her because I haven't been subjected to, and that sounds wrong. I'm not saying subjected to. I haven't been exposed to her, to what she's doing. So I
can say
I'm sure the case will be the same.
Right. You may never find yourself, and it doesn't always go hand in glove. Certainly there are celebrities, people who have achieved celebrity who are dolts. You know what I mean? But I was inadvertently exposed to a recent interview bio thing with her. I think it was on Netflix.
Okay.
And, she's handling her celebrity as modestly as you can expect anyone in sort of the air that's too thin for everybody else to breathe at that level, at that echelon. I mean, almost by herself.
Yeah.
At that level in the world, at least today.
Sure.
And she is socially conscious, and she's contributing to
Wikipedia, among other things.
Wikipedia and valid causes, and she's got sort of her head on straight about, and not just in my opinion, I mean in her thinking and rationalizing about political issues and what's
important
should be
to
paid
her.
attention to and what's being manipulated, what's false and what have you. But additionally, there's behind the scenes footage or whatever of the songwriting and creative processes, and it is jaw-dropping.
Sure.
It is like savant shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm specifically referencing diva female pop stars.
Right.
Okay? Because that's what I'm thinking about at the moment. And there may be others like that where I just, there are names I hear and I have no idea who they are, but I know they're huge pop stars.
Yeah.
But, like, there are 5 or 6 that I could list off, and I think I said half of them, where it's just like, I just completely disregard anything that they're doing because of all the BS around them.
Right, because of the hoopla. Yeah.
And every single time that I actually get to the point where I'm experiencing something about them, I am completely shown to be an idiot.
Right.
I mean,
your perspective is corrected.
Yes. And that's a good thing.
It absolutely
It's a bad thing that I have that upfront, get off my lawn thing going on.
It doesn't mean that you're going to or you should go and investigate every next one that pops onto your radar, but it does mean that you should try to remember and keep your mind open, but,
Yeah.
You know what it matters to them if you don't?
Nothing.
Right.
But it matters to me that I'm not dismissive of talent.
I'm kidding, of course.
Yeah. I mean, it's the same thing with Steely Dan. It's exactly the same thing with Steely Dan.
Right.
Although they never achieved that level of notoriety. But like people just like, oh, that's Steely Dan. It's got to suck.
Right. I've heard from so and so, or there's too much bullshit around them.
Right.
I don't even want to know.
Yeah.
Oh,
there's some yacht rock.
No, I get it. Yeah. And when you do, I mean, at the core of it, regardless of whether they benefit from it or anybody else does or society does, it's depriving yourself of that.
Yes.
That awareness, that enrichment from knowing about those talents.
Lady Gaga playing piano for one of the artists being honored at the Kennedy Center Honors. Okay? And I was blown away.
Yeah.
Like literally blown away.
She's super
by
talented.
how talented she is.
Yeah. She does have an inarguably fantastic voice. It has been used primarily for
pop music
that is not.
But that's not a bad thing
generally
either.
your thing.
Right. It's not my thing.
She can play the shit out of piano.
Yeah.
And she does fantastic arranging and writing and all that stuff.
Exactly.
And she's a multi-instrumentalist. So
exactly.
Yeah.
So fuck off, Race. You're an idiot.
Right. Okay, my fun here.
Hold on.
Oh, that was me.
That was you. It's my turn there, Nancy.
Yeah.
Hold on. By the way, we had Nancy's Pizza today. It was really good.
It was. Kudos to Nancy. You should try Nancy's Pizza when you get a chancey.
You're not going to know this song.
It's pretty fancy.
But you're going to love the lyrics and the name of the song.
Okay. I'm ready to go.
There you go. Starting line.
My lyric challenge that I'm not going to know is, that was a hell of a party last night. I can't believe I helped you break up a fight. Do you like it already? Give me more. Oh, that wasn't part of the lyrics. Do you like it already? Trust fund kids should stay away from clubs. Yeah, what is it? Who is it?
Okay, so it is from the song Too Famous to Get Fully Dressed.
I don't think I know it.
No,
I love
but
the
you
name
like
of
it. Yeah. Written by a guy named Butch Walker. The album was The Rise and Fall of Butch Walker and the Let's Go Out Tonights.
The Let's Go Out Tonight.
Written by Bradley Glenn and Butch Walker, 2006. A couple of notes, and I've got some long notes here. All right?
You?
Me. And Bradley Walker, in case you don't know, he's one of those behind-the-scenes guys.
No, sure, yeah.
Okay? In November 2007, Walker and his family lost all of their possessions, including the master recordings to every song he had ever recorded, when their Malibu home that they were renting from Flea of the Red Hot Chili Peppers burned down as a result of a wildfire in Southern California. He titled his next album Sycamore Meadows after the street the house was on. That's the personal stuff.
Wow.
Here's the professional stuff. And this is long. All right, I'm warning you. And, by the way, I picked this up on Wikipedia. You should go donate.
You should go donate to Wikipedia. It's a good idea.
Producer and composer on multiple Pink albums. The artist Pink, another one of those artists
who
that would have been in that.
I adore Pink. She is one of them.
He has produced for Green Day, Weezer, Panic at the Disco, Taylor Swift, August is Falling. Wrote songs for SR-71, Seven Dust, Avril Lavigne, Injected, The Donnas, Hot Tub Heat, that's a great name for a band.
Yeah, it is.
American Hi-Fi, Default, Gob, Midtown, Puffy Amiyuni, Katy Perry, Peter Yorn, Quiet Drive, Green Day, Adam Lambert, Rob Thomas of Matchbox 20, Raylan Baxter, Kevin Griffin of Better Than Ezra, Train, The Wallflowers, Jewel, The American Rejects, The Academy Is, The Cab, South Sin, Never Shout Never, Weezer Again, Fall Out Boy, did I say them? The Struts.
I think they were in there.
Andrew McMahon in the Wilderness, Matt Williamson, and Elizabeth Cook.
Good Lord.
He wrote
songs. With them, wrote songs for them, yeah.
With or for them, right? He is the subject of a documentary called Out of Focus that was produced in the teens. He's just an amazing, amazing background guy, producer, writer, etc.
Story.
Okay? He's an ordained minister of the state of Ohio. At his concert of September 7th, 2016 at the House of Blues in Cleveland, Ohio, he climbed off the stage and into the crowd to marry a couple live before the end of the show. 10 studio albums, 5 live albums. Rolling Stone magazine called Butch Walker one of America's best singer-songwriters and voted him a producer of the year. He wrote a book with Matt Deal called Drinking with Strangers, Music Lessons from a Teenage Bullet Belt.
Wow. That's so cool. That is rock and roll right there.
Right there, baby. This guy
is rock and roll.
The song is kind of a tongue-in-cheek, don't go out and drink if you can't hang.
Right.
Kind of thing. But it definitely it turned me on to this guy. And this, by the way, I picked up on Little Steven's Underground Garage.
Oh, there you go.
Where I get a lot of these esoteric songs.
Absolutely. That shouldn't be, most of what you bring forward from there shouldn't be esoteric.
Right. I mean, this guy has been at the forefront of pop music for 20 years.
Why isn't he a
or
household
15 years.
name?
Yeah, exactly. Because he doesn't want to be.
He doesn't want to be.
Right, exactly.
Right.
It's just amazing to me how someone can be so deep in the music that we all know and listen to, the stuff that's on the radio every day.
Right.
And we
Including
have
Taylor
no idea
Swift
who he
and
is.
current artists, Pink and stuff like that are on the pop spectrum. You never heard his name.
Exactly.
So cool.
So yeah, Butch Walker, man. Check out the Wikipedia page. Check out the documentary Out of Focus about him. Read the book. It's cool shit.
Yeah.
It's really cool shit.
Yeah, that's very intriguing. Very cool. Nice add-on info. Okay, here's my twist. And it's not a twist and shout. This is an unused idea that you'll catch on to pretty quickly, I think.
I hope so.
So what's the common thread? My eyes have seen the years. I don't need no. Give me the news. Tell me where are we going this time? Right. How many songs
have Doctor in the title?
Could you put together in that? It could be 30, 40 just off the top of your head.
Right.
That Doctor.
You did this to me a few weeks ago, but you did it on a text. But I didn't know that you were doing this.
Yeah.
You didn't
That's right.
say.
That's right. I did.
You essentially sent me like 5 different lines from songs. I'm like, I know these lines, but
Yeah,
they
I
don't
didn't
go
really
together. Like,
explain
what
it.
the hell's going on?
I was wondering if it would sort of just
If it would click for me.
Click,
and
right,
obviously,
put it
being
together.
the apes that I am,
Yeah.
it didn't go.
Right.
But yes, very
I
cool
had
stuff.
started on rain also.
As a theme.
The word rain, rain and
Because when you said it, like 3 songs popped into my head.
yeah, exactly. And it started down that way, and I was like, that's going to be too easy. But a lot of them are too easy. But that's half the fun. Like you're going to get them,
Right.
but it's going to trigger like 10 songs instantly. You know what I mean? As soon as that main thread.
Like when you
word,
said rain, I actually got the first song in my head was a John Hyatt song.
Yeah.
Feels like rain.
Yeah, and the song that started it for me was "Love Rain O'er Me," although it's not RAIN.
Right.
Still,
But yeah.
only love can make the rain. It falls like
Right.
to
Yeah,
referring that way. So yeah. Anyway, that could be fun. That could be some serious fun.
If only we were still doing the
If
podcast.
only. Okay, what you got?
I'm sorry, I'm having a cookie.
Yeah, please do.
Mrs. Bone made wonderful.
Christmas cookies.
Yes, but these particular ones are a gooey butter cookie. And if
Oh,
you're
nice.
not from the St. Louis area, you may not know what a gooey butter cake is. I've never had one anywhere else.
Yeah, it is a St. Louis thing,
It's a
but I
St.
thought
Louis
they were
thing.
pretty
Ubiquitous? I don't not that I
well
know.
known by now. It's been some years since.
But she makes a gooey butter cookie that is essentially the same texture and flavor as a gooey butter cake, and it
it's
is
great.
roll around on the floor good.
Right. Roll around on the floor good. I like that. I'm not going to do it right now.
I've
But
got a quick hits for you. And by the way, he's actually rolling
Well,
around on the floor.
hit me quick.
At this very moment.
if you got a quick hits.
You should know this song, Bonehead.
Okay, the lyric challenge for this quick hit is day by day, night after night, blinded by the neon lights. Hurry here, hustling there.
If that's not enough, I want to know about you.
Blinded by the neon lights.
Really, that didn't
That is
trigger
not
anything.
clicking with me. Give
You're
me
gonna be-
more.
you're gonna be
It's
so
not,
mad
It's
at
not
yourself.
quick any longer.
You're going to be so mad at yourself.
No one's got the time to spare. Money's tight. Nothing's free. Won't somebody come and rescue me?
That should have clued it in for you.
Money's tight. Nothing's free. Won't somebody come and rescue me? Yeah, I definitely know this song. It's not dropping in, but it's back there. Damn, this is giving me a headache. No, I'm hearing. Yeah, no, what is it?
Stranded. Stevie Ray Vaughan in Double Trouble.
Oh yeah, yeah. Damn it.
I knew you would be happy with yourself.
Damn.
Off the album In Step from 1989. Writers are Tommy Shannon, Chris Layton, and Reese Wymans, all of whom are members of Double Trouble, and Bill Carter and Ruth Ellsworth. So,
Damn, I can't believe I didn't get the second line was definitely there for me. I didn't have the first line as much, but the second line.
yeah, I thought, won't somebody
Was
come and rescue me?
totally
I thought you'd
there.
get that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, that, by the way, at the 32nd Annual Grammy Awards in 1990, the album won the Grammy for Best Contemporary Blues Recording. I've got just a little short, an actual short note. Apparently, the group of musicians that includes the guys from Double Trouble and Bill Carter and Ruth Ellsworth and others all used the same practice rehearsal space.
Okay.
And they would all just hang out there and kind of trade licks and, oh, hey, I got this little thing you got some lyrics
Right.
for this kind of a deal,
Mix and mingle and all that.
Right,
yeah.
exactly. So, Ruth Ellsworth, when this was going on, was when Stevie Ray Vaughan had just become sober.
Okay.
And I don't remember if the Double Trouble artists had the lyric or they had the music, but the one had the members of the band had one part, and these other additional musicians had
Sure.
the other part.
Yeah.
But what she was saying in the interview that I saw, and it was post his decease, was that, like, what he was saying here was, like, I don't know how to do this.
Right.
I don't know how. I'm stranded. I don't know how to survive the next day.
Right.
Like, I'm just these are all the things that I'm seeing all the time, and I'm lost. I'm completely lost.
Right. This is the reason that I was where I was.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know,
And so
handling all this. Yeah.
right. And now, how do I do what I've been doing for the last 15 years
Right.
sober?
Right.
Because I was able to do it because I was stoned.
Facing all these realities and shit.
Yeah, so the group of musicians and writers were frequently hanging out and jamming with Stevie Ray Vaughan and Double Trouble, and together they had the music and the lyrics, and they watching the members of the writing group talk about this coming together was moving. They were like definitely feeling it.
Right.
You know,
retelling the story.
Retelling the story. Yeah. It's cool shit.
And that
is rock and roll.
Is rock and roll.
That should be the name of the podcast. The next podcast that we're not.
Yeah. The next one, it would be no preparation, just blathering. We just get on wiki and websites and be
there.
Like,
you go.
What do you want to talk about today? Let's talk about. What do I got?
I don't know. What do you got, man?
I'm going to do a series.
Oh no! Here we go.
A series of beans on a theme that should be really easy to roll right through. So, because once you get the first one, and I think you'll get the first one, you'll quickly get the theme. Here you go. You should know this twisted lyric version of a song.
All right. The lyric challenge is, what is that for? Want to tape the holiday ham? What is that for? Want to tape the holiday ham?
Nothing?
Nothing. No.
Here's the rest of it. At least what was in my brain.
Is this the same song?
It is.
Okay.
Yes.
And I'll eat it with twine and free shipping. It's probably from China. What is that for? What is that for? What is that for? So what is that for is the part I need to focus on.
You've already given me this song as a challenge.
I don't know. What is it?
What is that for?
Bodhisattva. I have to hold on. I have to read the lyric now. Yeah, I can see it.
And I'll eat it with twine and free shipping. It's probably from China. What is that for? What is that for?
Good God.
Okay, that was fun.
Okay.
I'm doing a few in a row here, so sit tight.
Okay.
So that might give you.
That's the first of a series of something.
That's the first of a few that have a common thread. So it might give you a little help figuring out what's next.
All right. So the next lyric, a different song now.
Yes.
So polite when I space the wagons. And the otters may play very fine. Hi-ho, silver will turn and go.
So polite when I space the wagons.
Okay, so they're all Steely Dan. Hi-ho, silver will turn and go.
Time out of mind.
Time out of mind, yeah.
Are you ready for the next one?
I guess so.
Just rolling through them.
I'm so sorry, folks. Folk, I'm so sorry.
Sorry, folk. Here we go. Next one.
You know, Jack Black threw them a grin. Go back, Jack, do it again. So that's...
Jack Black threw them a grin.
He brings the crowds to town. Good God. Okay.
So let's do it again.
Yep.
Two more.
Okay, good. I'm looking forward to it.
3 more.
Oh, I'm really looking forward to it.
Here we go.
A little sore for now. Keep this big warm towel. Give me the next line. And get a lot of air.
Keep this big warm towel.
And get a lot of
air.
Peg. Okay. I'm sorry.
Black Cow
again.
I'm going to keep going whether you like it or not.
I don't have any choice.
Sore for now. Keep this big warm towel. Sorry.
That's all right. Tie the knot to train the goat, obey the rules. Give me the next line, please.
I just like the way you read that one. Totally oblivious, totally confused.
But I let her jump up and down on my old stool. My old school, obviously.
Yes. My old school. So for those of you playing along out there.
I'm sorry for you.
Yeah. Last but not least, this is the last one of all this fun. Aren't you sad?
I'm brokenhearted.
Brokenhearted. Oh, wait, no, that's not it. That was the last one, actually. Yeah, that was the last one.
Oh.
Yeah, my old school was the last one. I thought I had one more. Damn. Yes, you're so sorry.
Man.
That was so much fun for me.
A
series of Steely Dan beans, and that was not just a little, also intended to entertain Paula of Apes.
Absolutely. She will get a kick out of that, which says that she's obviously just as broken as we are. All right, I have an actual prime here that you are not going to get, although you should know it. The lyrics are so flippin' cool.
Okay, my lyric challenge is: this sound does not subscribe to the international plan in the psycho shadow of the white right hand. The next line is, then, I think that's supposed to be them, that see, is that right?
Yes.
Them that see ghetology as an urban Vietnam giving deadly exhibitions of murder by napalm.
That's some fucking lyrics there, pal.
That's heavy duty. That sounds like Rage Against the Machine.
It does, but it's not.
I was going to say I'm not familiar with those lyrics, but I don't know every Rage song, so I wouldn't have been surprised. But this sound does not subscribe to the international plan in the psycho shadow of the white right hand. Them that see ghetology...
And that's ghettoology is what it is.
Ghettoology.
Yeah, ghetology is the right pronunciation.
Ghettoology. It is. Yeah, it is. Ghettoology.
No, it's ghettoology. I was just...
But it's... yeah, right. To make sure the word is understood, ghettoology. Right. As an urban Vietnam giving deadly exhibitions of murder by napalm. That's powerful, powerful shit there.
Yeah.
I don't know that I'm familiar with it.
The song is This Is Radio Clash by The Clash.
Damn.
See, so you have heard the song. You do know the song. Written by Joe Strummer, Mick Jones, Paul Simonon, and Topper Hedden. 1981. It was a single and on compilations, but I don't think it was ever officially on an album as a song released on an album. Hit number 47.
That was a loud
on the UK charts, and number 45 on the US mainstream rock chart.
Really?
Can you believe that?
Yeah.
Can you believe there are 3 people in America that actually heard those lyrics and understood what they meant?
Right.
Because I had to read it 3 times to get what they were trying to say.
Well, I get it, but it occurs to me that, I mean, I can hear the whole song right now, but this is pathetic, as it usually is when you realize this kind of thing. I have always loved that song.
But it's one of those that you didn't...
Fan. I just got into the music so much. I didn't pay attention to the words that much.
Yeah.
Like,
because there's a lot of words and they're really deep, and
the beat and the song and the attitude and the mood of it and whatever. I just loved the song. I stomped around to it.
And they're saying some real shit.
Right. It's heavy duty. You should
political
listen to
content.
what they're saying, which is not out of the Clash. I mean, that's
right.
what
Yeah,
the Clash
absolutely.
did, right?
Yeah.
But it does remind me of the Rage Against the Machine thing.
Oh, it's
because
100%.
There's a lot of Rage songs
that are very...
that I still love. I love the song, and I'm like, I need to listen to the words of this song. Like, I've been digging it for years, and I probably should listen to it. You know what I mean?
I mean, ghetology.
Yeah.
That's a rage word.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I mean? Whether they've ever used it or not, that's a rage word. They're rage type lyrics.
Giving deadly exhibition of murder by napalm. I mean, the whole thing is like right off a Rage song.
Absolutely.
Very, very cool. Yeah, I'll be re-listening to that again and trying to remind myself, for God's sake,
to actually pay attention to it.
Right. Pay attention when I'm amused by, entertained by the musical aspect of any song and the chorus, and I don't really, I'm just stomping my feet and clapping my hands and playing air guitar or whatever and not thinking about the rest of it.
Yeah. All right, what do you got there, Cheese?
Okay, I'm going to give you this prime tune to get it out there because for whatever reason, it's like nostalgic and heartwarming, and, I think it's kind of a cool addition. Here you go.
It's like a tear in the hands of a Western man.
Tear
in the hands of a Western man. Well, it's spelled like the tear.
It is kind of spelled exactly the same
exact
actually.
word. Yeah, I know. Tell you about salt, carbon, and water. Why do I know that?
Here, this might give it away. Here's your second clue.
But a tear to a Chinese man, he'll tell you about sadness and sorrow for the love of man for a woman. Why do I know this? What is this?
You do know this.
It's like a tear.
I want to ride the tiger. Jefferson Starship.
Yep.
Ride the Tiger.
And now I can actually hear them singing the lyrics.
Thing.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
I love it. 1974, off of the album Dragonfly, written by Byung Yu with Grace Slick and Paul Kantner. And a really cool Starship song, although just off
across
of
the line.
the Jefferson Airplane, persona, if you will, for the band.
Because Paul Kantner wasn't in Starship long, was he? Didn't he? Mickey, what's his name?
Yeah,
Over
yeah,
and-
Mickey Thomas. There you
go. Yeah.
Okay, you're up.
I haven't
Tough guy.
thought of that song in a long time. Thank you.
Yeah, and it's a really cool. I mean, musically, it's a cool jamming song, but it's got a great message.
It's a great tune.
Yeah.
All right, so this is Your Mother Should Know. The 2 stars at the beginning represent words that are in the title, so I'm not saying them.
Oh, gotcha. The clue is a ubiquitous line that, I mean, how many songs could it fit into? 2 words, which again are apparently the title of the song, and then the words, I think I love you. So,
This will tell you.
oh, but I want to know for sure. Yeah. Bow. Come on. Hold me tight. Wild Thing
By the Trogs.
by the Trogs. Cool in all of its hundreds of cover iterations.
So, written by Chip Taylor, not a member of the Trogs, in 1966 on the album called The Album from Nowhere. Was originally done by the Wild Ones, an American band, and it did not chart. The solo in the middle of the song was performed by a recording engineer using his hands as a whistle. You know,
Really?
yeah. This sound was subsequently imitated by the Trogs in their version using an ocarina.
Huh.
So how many rock and roll songs
Just
have
have
an
an
ocarina
ocarina
in
in
them?
That's so cool.
That was
That's
the
hilarious.
ocarina was actually mainly the reason that I used this.
Right.
Cool, 'cause
That's why you wanted to get
How
it out
often do you
there.
get to say that?
I wanted to talk about the ocarina. For sure.
Ocarina. Oh, sorry,
That's
wrong
very
song.
cool. Okay, me?
Yeah, go.
Me. It's a prime. It's a song I want on the list. It's a song you're going to know. And it's a great fucking song. Did I just say that out loud?
Yes, you did. You don't
What is
often.
going on out there?
Somebody's.
Quiet that thing. Get off my lawn.
We're outside, folks, in case it's not apparent.
That sounds like some construction machinery. Moving slow and groaning. Sounds like me. That was great.
Good God.
Okay, your lyric clue is here.
And I should know I should know this song. Seems like everybody's waiting for the new change to come around. Seems like everybody's waiting for the new change to come around. What is this? Seems like everybody's waiting.
You do know this song.
I'm sure I do. What's the next clue? Waiting for the day when the king and the queen of souls sing around. This is not Traffic. Spencer Davis Group.
No.
I can hear it. Round and round and round. Da, 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 da.
Yeah.
Da, 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 da. What is the name of that
Think
song?
of the congas and
Yeah,
the
I know
sort
this.
of Latin
I can hear the
beat
song in my
that's
head,
the
but what's the
background. It's
fucking
a little bit of
what's
a
the
Latin.
title?
Well, it's called Everybody's Everything.
Okay.
But sing it now.
It's not
time
Spencer
for you
Davis?
to all get Santana.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I wonder if that's one of those ones that was done by more than one. We'll have to check that out.
Yeah, maybe so.
and
I didn't look
put
for
it on the next.
covers.
Oh, there's not going to be a next episode for a while. We won't do that. Damn it.
Oh, you guys will have to go look that up yourselves.
Yeah. Da, 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 bah. Yeah.
Yeah, little Carlos Santana, little Latin beat, little street rhythm going in there, and just a kick-ass move your feet. Like, that song really makes me move my feet.
Oh yeah.
I heard that after not thinking about the song for umpteen years. I heard it on the overhead at Walmart.
Oh my God.
Literally a few weeks ago, and I was like, first thing I thought was, this song's playing on the overhead at Walmart?
Yeah.
Like, what the hell is going on? And then I was just completely consumed with the song. Like, I haven't heard this in a long time, and I love this tune. So it's in there for everybody. 1971 off of Santana 3, written by Carlos Santana. M. Brown and T. Moss are the first initial last name I got out of the source I looked at, I didn't go look further, but Everybody's Everything, again, is the name of the song. Get up, do it. Great beat.
Oh,
Just
great tune.
Great
tune.
rhythm.
Great tune.
Man,
All right,
holy
I have a your mother for you, and it's literally a your mother.
Your mother.
And there's your challenge.
My lyric clue is, oh, well, there's Flo on my left and there's Mary on my right. And Janie is the girl, well, that I'll be with tonight. Yes, I know this song. Yeah, I know these lyrics.
And when she asks me later which one I love the best, I'll tear open my shirt and there's Rosie on my chest.
Now I don't know this song.
Yeah, you do. It's The Wanderer by Dion.
Yeah, no, I do know this song.
Dion DiMucci, written by Ernie Maresca, who was what do they call him? An executive at the record company that Dion played for. He also wrote Runaround Sue. The album Runaround Sue single went to number 2. And here's the little thing. Again, this is a direct quote from Wikipedia.
Donate to Wikipedia.
At its roots, this song is more than meets the eye. The Wanderer is black music. And this is Dion speaking. It's black music filtered through an Italian neighborhood that comes out with an attitude. It's my perception of a lot of songs like I'm a Man by Bo Diddley or Hoochie Coochie Man by Muddy Waters. But you know, The Wanderer is really a sad song. A lot of guys don't understand that. Bruce Springsteen was the only guy who accurately expressed what the song was about. It's, I roam from town to town and go through life without a care. I'm happy as a clown with my 2 fists of iron, but I'm going nowhere. In the 50s, you just didn't get that dark. So they all took it as he's boasting.
Right.
But he wasn't.
And I've got 2 fists of iron. I'm a tough guy, and I'm not
going nowhere.
anywhere.
Right, but it was more of
right.
I'm going nowhere.
And in its period, it was probably perceived as I'm standing my ground.
It sounds like a fun, but it's like it's about a lot of fun, but it's about going nowhere.
Right.
However, on Maresca's original demo for the song, the lyrics was "my 2 fists of iron and my bottle of beer."
Oh, yeah. Couldn't put that on the air back then.
But the record company made him change it.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. So anyway, you hear The Wanderer, you think, oh, this guy's boasting about all the ass he's getting and blah, blah, blah.
Right.
What a
he's
study
a rambling
is.
guy and all that stuff. Yeah.
And what he's saying is, I got nobody.
I'm
I got
wandering
nothing.
around. I'm lost.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
I'm going nowhere.
Isn't that
I'm just
wild?
lost, spinning my wheels. It's a great song.
Oh, it's a blast.
But yeah, that's an insight.
And Dion's recording now. Dion's got stuff out now.
Really?
And it's really, really cool. Kind of bluesy.
Yeah.
Again, stuff that I picked up off of Sirius XM, mostly on Underground Garage.
Sure.
He's got current music out.
Well, his voice is definitely his own, and if he does like several songs from back in in the height of his popularity, I still just get into. I rock out to.
Oh yeah,
You know what
I mean, this is a pure rocker.
Yeah. So if he's pulling much of anything off, his voice should be able to carry whatever.
Like, it's not this style. It's much more bluesy stuff now.
Sure.
But it's definitely cool shit.
Yeah, that's cool. That's good to know. And if you haven't had enough,
There's another chapter coming.